I'd like to know, in court, what are some of the most dramatic cases around matrimonial property that you have come across, and how did the law intervene or fail in these cases?
Okay. Well, the problem with matrimonial property is that you have to answer one basic question. Are those two people married? And we've seen some politicians that I won't name, and when they went to court, actually one of the main questions was,
Yes.
was this a marriage? So much as the Matrimonial Property Act does not really go into definition of a marriage, then we have the Marriage Act that tells you what is a marriage and what is not. If I meet some guy hapa kwa baki money tukae 1 year tukipendana, and then after 1 year we're no longer together, is this a marriage or not? So during matrimonial property proceedings, sometimes the courts have to answer the question of whether there was a valid marriage. So if there was no valid marriage, then it's not matrimonial property and it has to be decided.
And what are some of the grounds for marriage? To
be considered a marriage?
Yes.
So basically in Kenya, we have the religious marriages, and unfortunately, only three religious marriages are recognized. That is the Christian marriage, the Islamic marriage, and the Hindu marriage. So I do recognize that there's other religions that. What
about the customary marriage?
Yeah, we'll get there.
Okay.
Yeah, so there are other religions, but they're not really recognized under the laws of Kenya. So whatever religion that is, religious marriages are only three. Then after that, we have the non-religious marriages that are two types. One is the civil marriage, where you do it at your local DC's office or at the AG's office. And a civil marriage can be between people of different religions. It can be between an atheist and a Christian, a Muslim and a Christian, a Hindu and a traditionalist. It can be between anyone. That's a civil marriage, which is considered monogamous. And then now we have the customary marriage. And now the customary marriage is based on African customary law. As per the Marriage Act 2014, now we need to also register customary marriages. So it's not enough to say alikuja kwetu akaleta ng'ombe. You have to actually register it for it to be recognized. In terms of come we stay, we have what is locally called as the come we stay. You leave a shoe today and a jacket tomorrow, and then that other day you don't leave, and then it's 10 years, pop-up and 3 children. The courts, because now there's a law that does not recognize it, that the courts are a bit rigid in recognizing come we stay marriages. However, some people are still able to prove that there was a marriage, which is called a presumption of marriage. That is where people have lived together for